Good morning everyone, welcome back in digital class. Today I am going to start chapter 7 in class 9. So before starting our chapter, I want to let you know in this chapter I am going to teach you congruency or congruency rule. First of all, what is congruency? So if you want to define congruency, then the definition of congruency is if two figures are equal in shape and size, if two figures are equal in shape and size, it means the figures are congruent. Okay students, that figure are congruent, those figures are equal in shape and size both, and that rule by which we congruent that figure, that rule known as congruency. Second, the congruency stays in 2D figures only, not in 3D figures. You cannot compare a duster with duster or room with room. They are not congruent. If you talk about congruency rule, then congruency rule will be used in 2D figures and a special kind of 2D figure which is known as triangle. So basically a congruency will use only in triangle. So how we conclude a thing in triangle that make it congruent? So things which we make the congruence, that depends on the 5 rules. How many rules? 5 rules. The first rule known as SSS, congruent rule. What is SSS congruent rule? If the sides of first triangle is corresponding equal to sides of other triangle, if all sides of first triangle is equal to the all sides of second triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Okay students, so here I am defining this SSS rule with the help of an example. So this is a triangle ABC and this is a triangle PQR. Here we have AB equal to PQ. How we show that these are equal? To put equal type of sign or the same type of sign. Here I have ticked one U for AB. Here also I use tick one for PQ. If this symbol is used for BC, then this symbol is used for QR. If for third side I am putting the 3 symbols, so third symbol is for the third line. So here AB line segment equal to PQ line segment, BC line segment equal to QR line segment, and AC line segment equal to PR line segment. It means triangle ABCD congruent to triangle PQR. So here be careful to write the properties, because when we write ABC, it means AB and after BC, first sign and second sign. Here also we follow the same rule, PQ and QR, first sign and second sign. So ABC and PQR, these are congruent. After making anything or any triangle congruent, you have to possess one more thing. Our triangle has 6 parts, not 3, but we are using only 3. So what about remaining 3 parts? As like in this triangle, we have equal all the sides. Why? The equal is given AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR, and AC equal to PR. Then the triangles are congruent by SSS type of congruency rule. But after that, what about the angles? What about the angles? Are they equal? Yeah. When we talk about the angle A equal to angle P, to put the corresponding things equal, then angle B equal to angle Q and angle C equal to angle R. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. But by which property? So here you have to learn about one more thing, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. But this rule can be used after solving congruency. Before congruency if you want to write, so that will not be correct. Okay students, so here I have done the first property SSS, and firstly it is given AB equal to PQ. Why it is given? Because I put the sign already. BC equal to QR and AC equal to PR. It means those sides are equal to the given those sides of other triangle. If this is possible, then the triangle is congruent by SSS congruency rule. After congruency, you can put all the remaining part also equal by the corresponding part of congruent triangle, and this known as the in short form CPCT. So here I have done the first rule, SSS type of congruency. Now move to second rule, which is known as SAS. Now move to second type of congruency, that known as SAS. Second, SAS. If two sides of a triangle and angle included them. If I talk about ABC and PQR, here I am slightly making a difficult part, as like AB equal to QR and angle B equal to angle R and BC equal to PR. So what is SAS congruency rule? The two sides and angle included that side. Okay. If we talk about AB and BC, then we must talk about B angle, not A or C. Here, if we talk about QR and PR, then R is common or it is included angle. When we talk about only R, not for P and not for Q. So this must be keep in your mind that if we talk about the corresponding sides in SAS, then angle must be between that sides or including that sides. So here if I want to take this triangle, so firstly in triangle ABC and triangle. Here I am not going to write PQR because ABC, single side and angle then double side. So we must follow that rule, single side, angle and double side. So QRP. So just make you some very easier if you can write that manner. After that, AB equal to, here I am taking AB, then automatically it will be QR by given. And if you talk about the next part, then angle B equal to angle R. And the third, BC equal to R. These also are given, so I just put it the similar sign for that. Now triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP by SAS. And what about the remaining side? And how many parts are remaining? The three parts are remaining, two angles and one side. Those angles and sides are also equal by the property of CPCT. But in first sum, I just told you about the property. In every sum, I am not going to tell the same property. If it will require, then I will do that in sum. But before that, I just want to give you the rules, not the external properties. So here we have done SAS property. What is SAS property? If two sides and an angle included then is equal to the another two sides and angle included to of another triangle, then the triangles must be congruent. Okay students, so here I have done the second rule also. Now I am going to move to third number rule. That is known as ASA. ASA, third one. ASA, congruent rule. Just take two triangles, name as ABC. And here I am going to take PQR again. Okay, what is ASA property? If two angles and side included triangle, if we take two angles as like B and C, then you have to take BC. Here if you want to take P and Q, here you have to take P. If two angles and side included triangle are equal to each other, then that triangle must be congruent. So here in triangle, we start as like in triangle ABC. The first thing you can write as like, but in second corresponding part must be on that corresponding part. So here B is the first part. So at the place of B we can write P. So at the place of B we can write P, and at the place of C we can write Q. And the remaining part R is in the first place because that is not equal. So ABC RPQ. So here we can write angle B equal to angle P and angles, not angle, side. BC equal to PQ and the last angle C equal to angle Q. All the things are given. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle RPQ. So here we have to write the proper thing. How can we write that? And just explain that thing. So please do the things in a mannerful way. Don't do like as like that will be incorrect manner. Okay, students. Now I have done 3 of the properties. Now move to the 4th property, that is known as AAS. Actually, this 4th property is not in your, congruence rule pattern, but this is obtained by AAS. The 4th one, but as a property this will be used. So I am going to write that property also. If a triangle is like BC and PQ are here, angle A equal to angle Q, angle B equal to angle R, and a side BC after the second part. So firstly we take triangle ABC, and here how to take that? ABC, but A is equal to Q. So Q after Q you can take R, because here after A B is equal to after Q R is equal. So in triangle ABC and angle QRP. Okay, the firstly we write angle A is equal to angle Q, angle B is equal to angle R, and BC is equal to PR. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle QRP by S, not S, AAS. So students, here you have to note it down. This 4th number property, it is slightly changed from the ASA. In ASA, the side must be between 2 angles, but in AAS, side is after 2 angles. Okay, this is the difference between ASA and AAS. So just note down. After this, I am going to tell you about the last but not the least special property, which is RHS. Why I call it special? Because in this property is only using right angle triangle. So the name is RHS. The right angle triangle must be in RHS. If a right angle will be not there, it means those are not congruent by RHS. So here angle C equal to angle R by each 90. So RHS property, the 5th one and the last one, the most important property. So angle C is equal to angle R. After that, hypotenuse. So AB equal to PQ, and last BC equal to QR, any of the side. So BC equal to QR. So here we have angle C equal to angle R, that is known as right angle. And after that, when we talk about AB equal to PQ, hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? Opposite side of right angle, or we can say side opposite to right angle. And BC equal to QR, a common side. Not common side, equal side we can say. It must be given. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR by RHS. And in every and each congruency you can use CPC. What is CPC? if triangle got congruent, after that we can manage all the parts equal by the property of simplicity. So here I have done 6 things. You might be confused that I am telling about only 5 things, but I am naming as 6 because simplicity is also a special part in congruency. So we have 5 types of rules. After that I am going to start our exercise 7.1. So students, move to exercise 7.1. Now the first number sum in 7.1, the sum is, there is a figure, it is looking like as a quadrilateral. So make this figure with the help of pencil in your normal notebook, which is mathematics. So I am not going to make any other notebook for the geometry work. And this is the corresponding figure which is given for the sum. Firstly, we have to write given. I told you in previous chapter. Firstly, we have to write given in proof. After that, we can write AC equal to AD. Second part is given AB bisect angle A. To prove, what we have to prove? We have to prove that triangle ABC congruent to triangle ABD, and the second part BC is equal to BD. The first part and second part. Now proof. First of all, you have to mention the triangle. In triangle ABC and triangle ABD. After mentioning that triangle, you have to take or write the equal part. So AC equal to AD. Why those are equal? Given. Those parts are equal by the given property which is given in our sum. After that, you can put angle 1 and angle 2 here. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Why those are equal? Because AB bisect angle A. If a line bisect angle A, it means the angle must be equal. After that, AB equal to AD. Now, why these parts are equal in both? Because this is a common thing in both triangles. So this common you have to write at the place of reason. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD by the rule of, here we have side, then angle, then side. So side, angle, side. SAS congruency rule. After that we can write anything equal here. BC and BD is asking about, it is not given. So BC and BD, we have this one and that one is equal. BC equal to BD is equal to, by the property CP. So here some number first has done. You can take a screenshot or note down in your notebook, but note down that in a very neat and clean handwriting. Okay students. Now I am coming to question number 2. In question number 2 it is given as like A, B, C and D. Here AD equal to BC. Whole angle A equal to angle B. And third part is not given, but we can manage it. ABCD is a quadrilateral. It is in the form of quadrilateral. It is given. After that we can write angle DAB equal to angle CBA. It is also given. After that we have to prove. What we have to prove? We have to prove, or we need to prove ABD congruent to triangle BSD. The second part, BD equal to AD. And the third part, angle ABD equal to angle BAC. So all three parts which we need to prove I have written on the board. Now start proof. So if quadrilateral is given, but we have bounded to take only triangles. So here I am going to take triangle ABD and triangle BAC. In triangle ABD and triangle BAC. Okay. First of all, what is given? So AD is equal to. I have not written that part. Okay. First of all, write here AD equal to BC. So AD equal to BC. Y given. Whatever given, you have to write before starting the sum. After that, in this triangle, this angle A, and in this triangle, this angle B is equal. So angle DAB equal to angle CBA. Why these angles are equal? These are also given here. Those parts are given. So I mentioned that. After that, which part is common? So AB equal to AB is common. AB equal to AB is common. So here we can say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC by SAS, again side angle side, SAS property. After proving this property, now move to the second and third part. This one has proved. Now BD equal to AD. Here BD is given. Now BD equal to AD. Whatever it is written. I think by mistake I have written that because I have no book at all. Just I wrote that some from internet. So BD equal to AC. So BD equal to AC because BD equal to AD is not possible. BD equal to AC. Why is that equal to CP? So second part is also done. Okay. Now move to ABD and BAC. Here ABD angle is given and BAC angle is given. So these are also equal. Angle ABD equal to angle BACD. This is also equal from CPCD. What is CPCD means? Corresponding part of congruent triangle. I have taught you in the properties, whatever I told you. I am given you 6 properties. The 6th part is CPCD after 5 congruency. Okay students, so here I have done question number 2 also. Now I want to say that question number 3 you can do by your own. Now move to question number 4. Okay students, firstly note down question number 2. Now move to question number 4. What is given? So very limited part is given. This one is parallel to that line, that reference L, that reference M, and here two pair lines also given, P and Q. Okay, but here 4 points formed by these 2 sets of transversal parallel. This one is A, and there will be C and D. Here 4 parts are given, and one diagonal is also given as AC. Now, what is given? Firstly, write that. And this figure must be by pencil, not by pen. Given L parallel to M and P parallel to Q. It is given. To prove, what we have to prove? Firstly, write that. We have to prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle C. No problem at all. We are going to prove that. So here I am going to use the properties which I taught you in previous chapter about the parallel lines concept. So here L parallel to M. It is not L. These are L parallel to M. So we can say angle 1 equal to angle 2. Okay. So firstly we have to write that triangle. Mention the triangle ABC. and triangle CB. Whatever you have to prove, take that way. Okay. So angle 1 equal to angle 2. By alternating the angle, but before starting any alternate property of parallel, you must manage a parallel lines. So L parallel to N. Then if you can use angle 1 equal to angle 2 alternate interior angle. After that, AC equal to CA. Here AC, here CA, not AC. AC equal to CA, not use AC here. AC equal to CA by common. This is the right manner. If you will write AC, it will be correct, but not a right manner. So just follow the manner. You will be gain something more. Here P parallel to Q. So after these P parallel to Q, so now these angles are equal to those angles. Yeah. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. So angle 3 equal to angle 4. The same reason alternated here. So angle 1 side and second angle. So second angle, so angle third side and the fourth angle. Okay. So here angle 1 equal to angle 2. Okay. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay. And the AC equal to AC. Here you can say triangle ABC congruent to triangle CD by the property of ASA. Here I have tried ASA because the first angle, then the side, and the third angle. So ASA property we are going to write. So here I have done question number 4th for you. Question number 5 you can manage to solve because this question number 5 is similar as question number 4 and question number 2nd. So move to question number 6 directly. Okay students, here question number 6 is very important sum. So move to question number 6. Note down this question number 4 after that. Now question number 6, there is a triangle ABC. It is as like A, B, C. Now another triangle that refers as ADE, ADE. These triangles are given. So I am not joining this, which is given in this book. I am only writing these parts. So AB equal to AD and AC equal to AE and angle BAD, this part is equal to angle this. Here I am going to use a space of time. So please careful about the sum. So question number 6. In triangle, BC you have to show. So in triangle ABC, firstly we write the given part. Why am I going to write that? So firstly write the given part. So given. So AC equal to A. Second, AB equal to AD. And the third angle BAC, BAD not BAC, equal to angle EAC. BAD equal to EAC. Now show. Here the question not given as whatever you have to show directly. He asked you about the CBCD part. BC equal to DE. Here BC you must show DE. So in which triangle BC and DE will come? Proof. Show is also right at proof. Okay. Now BC and DE in this triangle that part will come. That part will come in triangle ABC and triangle ADE. Now in triangle ABC and ADE. When we talk about ABC triangle, so AB is equal to AD. Okay, why? It is given. No problem at all. You can write that. But in second part, you have to take full angle BAB, not sorry, BAC, not portion of BAC at BAD. Here also you have to take DAD, not the portion or part of that DAD, but here only parts are given. So what we will do, first we write that part which is given. Angle BAD equal to angle EAC. It is given. But these part will not be worked because here BAC angle will be there and DAE angle will be there, not BAD and BAC. So whatever we do. So which angle we have required as like BAC, we will got after adding angle DAC in the portion of BAD. As similar, if you want to take DAE, then you have to add this part DAC to make it DAD. So what we are going to write? We are going to write add angle DAC on both sides. So I have written angle DAC on both sides. So add angle DAD plus angle DAC equal to angle EAC plus angle DAC. If we add these two parts, whatever, which part? BAD and DAC, it will become DAC. So after that, if we add the same part, EAC with DAC, it will become DAD. Here we got our second part. The first part is here, but the second part is here. After adding this, and why we add that? Are we able to add that? Yeah, we are able to add that. Are we permitted? Yeah, we are permitted. By which property? So by the axiom number second. What the axiom number second shows? That if equals are added to the equals, then the answer which we get, that also be equal. If equals are added to equal, the whole are equal. By that axiom, we are managed to write this BAC equal to angle DAE. Okay, students. After that, you have to take the third part, which is already given as AC equal to AE. So AC equal to AE. This part is given, and this part we have proved already. Second part, the first part is that, and the third part it is given. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE by the property of SAS, because we have two sides, an angle between them. Here also two sides, an angle between them. So by the property of ABC congruent to triangle ADE, we have done this one with by SAS congruence rule. After that, because congruence is not asking the sum, this question is asking about BC and DE. So here I am going to write BC equal to DE by CB. So I want to make you clear, in congruency you have to be managed to write all the reasons. Second, all the working must be satisfied the axioms and postulates which I have taught you in chapter 5, and figure is required with every sum. The most important incongruency, that the corresponding part as like they will be equal. So these are the parts of the congruency, and this is the secret to solve a congruency sum in a right manner. Here the question number 6 and 7. So question 6 I have done. Question 7 and 8 you can do by your own. So here I have done 1, 2, 3 and 4 questions for you. The rest of 4 questions you can do by your own. If any query you will face, then text on the app about that. I will be giving another solution if you want to require anything. Okay students, till then, take care, goodbye.